Hey everybody, welcome to the channel. Hope you guys are having a great day today. For today's video, we're going to be taking a look at yet another affordable instrument. This one specifically is a semi-hollow guitar made by Zuwei. So let's go ahead and check it out. Alright, so before we begin, full transparency, this is a sponsored video. Now I didn't get this instrument for free, but I did get it at a discounted price under the premise of doing a review. That being said, it will still be, a fully honest review. I am going to call out both positives and negatives on this instrument, and I do have some things to call out, so have to be very honest about it because I can't play like Petrucci. I don't look like a model, so that's all we got going for us. Well, anyways, let's go ahead and get started. We're going to go and look at the specs, and I'm actually going to pull up the Amazon page where you can find this instrument. By the way, links will be in the description for both Amazon and eBay. But we're going to start by going over some of the specifications, as there's maybe not a lot of clarity. I'm going to assume it's a language barrier. But I've got the site here. I'm just going to read off what they have. So this model is a Zuwei guitar, semi-hollow electric guitar, small dot bridge, coil tab, knobs, separation, humbucker, pickup, Grover tuner, right hand. So that's the product description. They are priced at $269 to $299. It looks like the natural finishes like this or plain tops are $269, and then the ones with the flame maple are $299. Let's go over the specs. So this is that we have a mahogany body, semi-hollow body electric guitar. The joint is a set and neck. Neck shape is a C shape. I can agree with that. Fretboard inlay rectangle, inlay hand. Okay, so I'm assuming that means the square inlays that we have there. Grover tuners, 2 pneumatic bridge, humbucker controls, 3-way switch, 2 volume, 2 tone pots. And warm tips, the most suitable humidity environment for electric guitars is 50 to 55% RH. Please use a soft, dry cloth to wipe the dust off the body, panel, and strings. So some tips there on how to maintain your instrument. Smart shape design, I don't know what that means. Made of AAA quilted maple tops. I'm assuming those are for the $299 ones. Trying to see if there's anything else. Okay, so maple veneer. Okay, so here's what we got. Mahogany body, mahogany neck, maple veneer. Now on the fretboard, it's at maple. Obviously, this isn't maple, unless it's toasted maple. I'm trying to think what the word is for that, but there's, I can't come up with it right now, but there's different wood types that are basically like burnt maple, and it looks like rosewood. Maybe it's that. Maybe it's something like Jatoba, or I don't know. Or maybe it's rosewood and they just didn't write it down. Either way, mahogany body, maple top or veneer top, mahogany neck, mysterious fretboard, 22 medium jumbo frets on it, 2 humbucker pickups. You got 2 pneumatic bridge there. Like I said, 2 volume, 2 tone pots, coil split on these. That's one of the interesting specifications that I read about it when I was approached about doing the review. And then we also have some Grover tuners, which is very nice to see in this price point. So before I give you my thoughts on the instrument and go on to the review, let's go over some clean tones and then some distorted tones. So now you've heard what the guitar can do clean, and you've heard what the guitar can do distorted. So now I want to go over the good, the bad, and the ugly. There's a couple of each, right? So let's start off with the positives. So I think the guitar is very, very beautiful. I think the finish is done pretty well. It's a very nice color, this brown one. You have a solid, genuine arch on the back, which is nice. You got your arch top. I like the headstock shape and the logo. It would be nice if it was like a mother of pearl instead of that gold, but I think it still looks nice. I like having the input jack over here. It's kind of like SG type, if you will. And then, yeah, you've got the pickups, which are actually pretty high output for a semi-hollow, maybe making this the perfect semi-hollow budget guitar for a metal guitarist. And you got coil tap, which is great. So you can split your coils there and get more tone options for you. The nut is cut pretty well. Actually, I'll see if I can post pictures of that. Yeah, overall, some very good specs. Now let's go over maybe the bad and the ugly. So aesthetically, there's a couple of issues with this one. I think I may have gotten a lemon, but I'm just going to post pictures. So you're going to see that there's going to be some rough edges in the binding at the bottom of the body. As well as in the F-holes. Now, I will say the F-holes aren't terrible. I definitely seen worse, but they're not super smooth. They're a little bit rough. Yeah, there's also a very small, like tiny little dent on the last fret. It's not a big deal. It's probably like less than a millimeter. And in that same picture, you'll be able to see some rust on the frets. And yeah, so I'll call that the bad. The ugly, and maybe this should also just be the bad, but the ugly is the pickguard. I don't like it. I know it's probably very silly to complain about that, but I just think this design is hideous. It would be just so much nicer if it was a smooth line, or even no pickguard at all. Definitely going to remove that. And aside from that, you may be able to see it just from here, but you can see the wiring kind of hanging around. Again, it's also not really like a huge deal. Some people might be more bothered by, I don't know, like the F-hole thing. But you do see the wiring hanging around. That's very easy to fix. You can do it yourself or you can take it to a technician. It's not a big deal. It doesn't affect the playability or anything. It's just an aesthetical thing. Sorry. Yeah, overall, I think at 269, there's a couple positives with this guitar that I really like. And it's nice if it's nice enough for me to recommend it with there being such a big market of affordable semi-hollows, right? Because you got the Groats, you got the Harley Bentons, you got the Fireflies, and so on. There's a ton of them. So where does this stack up? And price-wise, it's closer to the Harley Benton range, but you do get the Grover Tuner update. You get coil tap, which isn't really something that's very common in semi-hollow guitars in general. I don't think I've seen them in any of the semi-hollows that are budget guitars. And you get some really, really good pickups, pretty high output for this kind of guitar. So kind of interesting there, but I think that just adds to your tonal options. I mean, of course, you can change that if you want more conventional. There's a couple of great options that don't cost a lot of money. I like them. They're not going anywhere. But yeah, overall, I think it's a really good purchase for the money. Just like with the pink Zuwei, I think this is a really good, affordable instrument. I hope to see more from them. I would definitely like if there was more consistency with, you know, some of the finish flaws that I got on this one. But again, probably 11 because my pink one was perfect. So there is that. All right, guys, so I've been Raf. You've been great. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope it was educational. If you did like it, please leave me a like, comment, subscribe, do all that YouTube jazz because it definitely helps out. And I will see you guys on the next review. Take care.